in another bubble there. But my friends that I met at my job that I was doing, they were like, oh, let's go watch this movie. And I was like, what movie? And they're like, oh, it's called Brokeback Mountain. It's about cowboys. And I'm like, okay, cool, yeah. And so, I mean, they knew. I think at that point, I was like 19 or something, 20. And I was like, I'm bi, you know, and they were like, okay, sure. And then, so we went to it, and I had no idea what we were watching. And then suddenly the tent scene comes on. And all of a sudden, oh wait, there's more to it. There's before. So before, we were sitting there watching the film, and there was us and like maybe like 7 or 8 other groups, right? Nothing. It wasn't a full house, right? And
would that be worse?
Right? And so there was like these 2 women, like over, like we could see them clearly, like, you know, they were, and of course it's Heath Ledger and Jake Gyllenhaal, and so they were like, oh yeah, they were all about like, oh, these 2 hotties on the TV, on the screen, and they were like, oh yeah, eating their popcorn. And I was like, look at these girls, okay, cool, whatever. And then the tent scene comes on, and they literally got up and just left. Like, they just left and never came back, because I don't even think they knew what they were walking into. And I was like, what is happening right now? I was like, they're gay? And it was so, well, I was like, where was this plot? I was like, this is where the plot's going? It was so awakening. It was so
family
fun.
Had a dress party. You know, like, you could come as a famous character.
Uh-huh.
And these are very conservative Christians, okay? They, if you showed up as Elsa, they would have no clue what that is. They haven't seen it. Someone showed up as Jack Twist, and I took one look at him, and I said, okay. I started laughing so
like,
hard.
I see you.
And I said, where's the sheep?
Oh, God.
And my mother says, what are you supposed to be? Buffalo Bill? And I said, which one? The trans one or the famous historical person?
Oh my gosh. Not Buffalo Bill.
Of course, then I got into Monk. That's real awkward.
So what?
You've never seen the TV show Monk?
Oh, no. I know what you're talking about. I actually just watched the movie with that guy in it.
And my sister walked in and she said, that guy's doing such a great job. And I said, that's Buffalo Bill.
Wait, what? What's happening?
In the TV show Monk, the police detective, the captain that's real close with Monk is the guy who played Buffalo Bill in Silence of the Lambs, but he plays a real straight character.
Oh, okay. I thought we were talking about the guy who plays Monk, right? We're not talking about
the guy who plays Monk. Well, yes, the actor who played Buffalo Bill later was on Monk.
Oh, okay.
And of course, I can't take the guy seriously because I've seen him dance. You've seen Silence of the Lambs, you know what I mean? Anyways, the guy came to the party as Jack fucking Twist, and I was laughing so hard I had to go in the bathroom.
Yeah.
You showed up as a gay person to a fundamentalist party. Everyone else was dressed as Bible characters, and I was laughing so hard.
Oh, jeez. I can't.
And he was dressed as the 1969 Jack Twist, like the very beginning of the movie.
Okay. Cute. Saw it.
Of course, you know, my sister, she would talk about how Brokeback Mountain's fine in its element, and I said, what are you talking about? And then I started watching, like, I've seen all the TV shows and movies for, like, gay, well, like, whatever. And I started talking about the U.S. Queer as Folk, not saying what it was. And she says, that sounds like a really good show. What is it? And I said, nothing you would ever watch.
Yeah.
I should probably have a stroke.
Oh my gosh, that's so like, I think one of my first experiences, not experiences, but like some of my first gay cultural experiences, besides like the Brokeback Mountain, because I was living in Idaho, and so then I moved to Portland, Oregon, which was then, I think I was like 20, which was then like my first foyer into gay culture, you know? And so I was suddenly, like, again, thrust into, like, gays. I was like, oh my god, there's gay people around me. Okay, this is what it's supposed to be like. Okay, yeah, people hanging out and just, like, being normal. And of course, no, they were all sluts like myself. But, you know, just like that. And And one of my first experiences after